guys, how we doing? Welcome to the Punk Rock Condition, where we explore, discover, and appreciate all things punk rock. If that interests you, please subscribe. Here on today's episode, we're doing episode 4 of Flawless Albums, where I decide to shed a little light on one of my all-time favorite albums from a classic band. And here on today's episode, we are talking about none other than AVAIL. And their 1998 release, Over the James. Listen, AVAIL is one of those bands that I've never really heard anybody say a bad word about. They occupy a space between punk and hardcore where I just think that you just can't really levy any legitimate criticism towards them. They're very special. They're very unique. Tim Barry is an incredible songwriter, and more importantly, like an incredible magnetic human being. When he speaks, people listen. People are attracted to him and his message and his persona and his authenticity. Man, he's a special guy. I've met him a couple of times. He's really an incredible guy. But we're here to talk about Over the James today, which was their fourth of 6 full lengths that AVAIL has, and with all due respect to Satiate and Dixie and 4 a.m. Friday, I think Over the James is where it all really came together. This is where you see them hit their stride and do everything that they were ever meant to do. Like I said, this was their 4th full length. I believe they put it out on Lookout. And it just bridges the gap with melody and energy in a way that I've never heard quite done this way. And I think that even if you don't like melodic hardcore or kind of more edgy punk rock, which is, I guess, what you would qualify AVAIL and this brand, especially on this album, as, I really think that if you're a if you appreciate good songwriting and you're a fan of punk at all, this record's special, and it stands up in a way that, I don't know, man, it might be in my top 10 favorite albums of all time. And even though I know Joey Cape loves Satiate, as he points out in their song The Bubble, AVAIL satiates, I think Over the James is their best. It'll just never get old to me. It's so phenomenal. So if there ever was a flawless album, it's Over the James by AVAIL. So why don't I'm just going to give us like a quick little tour. We'll just listen to a couple of tracks. And for anybody who's a big time AVAIL fan out there, let me know what Over the James means to you, or what your favorite AVAIL record might be. And if you're somebody who's just coming across this looking to get into AVAIL and wondering, hey, where do I start? You can start with Over the James. You really can. I mean, if you go that way and you go backwards, their stuff gets a little less polished. But the songwriting, especially on 4 a.m. Friday, it's just so goddamn good. Over the James is a wonderful place to start. So let's check this out. Let's take a little tour down Over the James.
Tell the truth, but if you're afraid of the promise, and afraid of the truth it contains, I know I haven't always been around, but I can help you leave and take the blame anyway. I know you've seen what I've seen. Trust, following me. Let's just get organized. We see it through a living life. Of the promise, it's afraid of the truth it contains.
kind of yelling in the verses with this heavier breakdown type sound, right? And then there's this really super melodic bass line and this wonderfully melodic chorus. And that's where they exist best, right there. Where like 1 second you're like, yo, these guys are pretty gnarly, right? And then the next second you're like, yo, this is a beautiful song. They pull that off. It's amazing, and it's really on display on this album.
I'm holding on to something that I lost and could never find. Well, I'm moving on now, so I can see what I'm leaving behind. Two snakes of poison, which one do you call friend? Two snakes of poison, got bit by both in the end.
See how they just bounce between this incredible two snakes of poison, which one do you call friends, right? And then all of a sudden, we don't agree at all. It's just special, man. Love this fucking album. Scuffletown number 6. This is a big one. This is where they, I think this is the Over the James song, right? Over the James refers to a river in Richmond, Virginia, which is where AVAIL hails from. Formed in the early 1990s, maybe even the late 80s when they formed. But they are from Richmond, and they claim Richmond, man. They love talking about their hometown and whatnot. You hear it a little bit in this tune here, Scuffletown.
West Avenue honkies, don't forget the train. Still on North Cause it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. And the sun still shining over the Thames. Yeah! Third per capita. This year.
From the Philly, guys! Man, I love that song.
I need a place to lay my head, safely out of sight from where I am. Somewhere on control where no one's led. A simple change of mood that I haven't found yet. I thought I heard someone say, if the bottle falls it doesn't break. Feel blessed it all stayed inside. Unopened be spilling. Bored to death with hearing second hand. Who's wrong route, who's on the move. Can't seem to avoid small talk discussions. Is it safe to be unknown? Who's in, what's out? Can't keep up, we're good. Be seen. Label the trend of no meaning. These are my eyes, I said. This is how they see you. Misled, force-fed, can't make sense of what you do. But how could you not have meant it? What's real, what's untrue? Misled, force-fed, you criticize so you get a reaction. It's a reflection. You judge yourself, you talk down. You do it for attention. And I'm walking through the alleys in the morning, and I'm trying to do some thinking. I gotta know this time for sure.
Man, it's like he's just so goddamn good. His sensibility, his songwriting sensibility, and like the honesty of his lyrics, and also the tone of his voice. It's just like once you hear it, it's immediately recognizable. Yeah, it's him. You know, just this perfect blend of harsh but beautiful. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like he's just a wonderful singer in spite of, you know, not being particularly gifted, melodic, beautiful voice or anything like that. He's just got this quality to it that's undefinable. It's just great.
Took a walk to the bridge again last night. Gave the thoughts to mistakes I made. I felt plans for once in my life. The sky was perfect clear. Walked home alone again last night. Got a feeling that I rarely question. Roll right over the board of a breakdown. Smile without a care. If I never see you again, I'm counting my blessings. I'm higher now than when I broke down. skin as the wind blows away the words. Who's left to blame? As the wind blows away the words, who's left to blame?
Like, how do they fit a song like this into a somewhat hardcore album? You just gotta know who you are and what you're trying to do, man.
And I'm tired of always changing. I'm tired of being seen. The path is leading homeward bound. Only God knows where I've been. And I'm tired of always changing. I'm tired of being seen. The path is leading homeward bound. Only God knows where I've been.
So yeah, that's the last song on the record, the 14th song, which is called Fifth Wheel. And they've since had like a re-release where they added some tracks. And if you go on Spotify, they've got 4 more songs on there that you can check out that are cool. One of them is another version of a song that's already on the record. So yeah, there it is, a little tour down over the James. Last week I did a discography ranking on Strike Anywhere, another Richmond punk band who I said, hey, this is all due respect to Avail. Strike Anywhere is Richmond's finest. But that was kind of what inspired me to want to do this one because, okay, maybe I kind of like Strike Anywhere a little more than Avail. But, dude, they're like 2 of my top 10 or 15 favorite bands of all time. And I don't want to minimize Avail's importance or how much I love them at all by just like being cheeky about Strike Anywhere, being a little bit more one of my favorite bands. Like, Avail is absolutely towards the top of the list. I just love them so much. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. If you're just coming to Avail, check this record out. Let me know what you think. They've got, in all seriousness, of their 6 albums, 5 of them are amazing. I'm not particularly into One Wrench, their 5th album, but Front Porch Stories, their final album, which they put out on Fat Records. They put One Wrench out on Fat too, but is pretty great and pretty polished. 4 a.m. Friday, which was their 3rd album just before Over the James, is also pretty polished too, to a degree. And then I feel like if you're like brand new to Avail and you were going back to Dixie and Satiate, those records are a little rough around the edges in terms of production and in terms of being a little dated or whatever if you were like brand new and trying to get into them today. But if you bear with them and you can see through some of the raw nature of those albums, you'll see the groundwork for what we just listened to. So anybody out there that's a fan of Avail, let me know how special you think these guys are. Any stories you might have of seeing Avail. I remember seeing Avail a bunch of times, but it was always so special to see them. And I'll never forget seeing them around the time of Over the James came out, I guess, at the Basement in the church downtown in Philly. And, Tim Barry's doing his thing, and he's got the mic cord straight, wrapped around his neck, hanging here, which is what he always did. He would, like, kind of drape it around his neck, and then just have it hanging there, and then pick it up, and then have it hanging there. And just doing his little bob around Tim Barry dance thing that he does, which is just so fucking cool. But I remember him saying, like, yo, guys, this is not about next week, or the single we're going to drop, or the tour we're about to go on with some other band. This shit is about right here, right now, and this experience. We're not trying to be anything more than this, and this is what we're here for. We're here for the experience right here, live, in the moment, you guys appreciating what we're doing, and us playing our hearts out for you. And I remember feeling that was so special, and then as the time went on, being like, yo, they meant that shit. There was no pretense. There was no bullshit end game or commercial undertone to what they were doing. They were dead fucking serious. This is what it's about. And I look back on that moment and it means a ton to me. I'm so glad that it was turned out to be as real as it felt, and I'm a lifelong fan. So I hope this turns anybody new maybe onto AVAIL, whether it's 2 days from now, 2 months from now, or 50 years from now. If this video is still floating around on the internet, somebody finds their way to AVAIL. I love that shit. Over the James, one of my favorite records of all time. Let me know what you guys think. That'll do it for Flawless Albums, Episode 4, AVAIL Over the James. See you guys on the next one.
I don't care, cover up, got a definite